Well, we've been running Grand Illusions for, a little over a quarter of a century. To start with, we just went straight into the films, but in 2013, someone joined the team, but invisibly. I'd never met him for quite some time after he began his wonderful work of doing all the titles, which makes it come alive and finishes each little video so nicely as well. So can I introduce this extraordinary man who looks quite normal, but I don't think he is actually, David. Can I have words with you about your wonderful art form and artwork? Greetings.
Hello, Tim. I'll just take my graphic design glasses off.
Wonderful.
And my graphic design hat.
Yes, I think I've got one of those. Now I've got 2 or 3 of those as well, but yours are better actually than mine. Perhaps they're not so much used.
No. And this is the first titles I did for you, and it was just on the end of the show in 2013. And I started watching Tim. Can you guess why I started watching you?
Boredom with life?
No, I watched you because I found your voice very mellow and mellifluous, and I used to watch and used to send me to sleep.
Oh, nice line.
And I love toys, and I love magic, and I love tricks, and I'm a graphic designer, and I thought I would love to do graphic design for your shows. So this was the very first one, and it was done in 3D. And of course,
no cartoons in it.
No cartoons, and it was like all the titles I've ever done for you. It seems to excite the audience. Sometimes I get it right, and sometimes I get it wrong. So let's go on to the next one I did.
A good start. Oh yes, my tie collection.
With the kipper tie.
Yeah. And this one was the magician's tie, because it got longer and longer and longer and longer and longer.
And this is the first title sequence, and at the top you can see one of the bubble things, and then the very controversial hand with the animated fingers, which got your audience very excited, Tim.
I don't remember that.
Which is coming out of one of these drawers. There we are.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so that was 2014. And for the graphic designers in the audience, I was using a font called from the Walden Font Company. And all those fonts are from the 1800s, from the Wild West.
Wow.
So this was one. Now this one was based on... Yes. Now you had a brochure that you gave me of a mail order company.
Yes.
Can you remember the mail orders company name? I think we're going to have to put it on in a subtitle along here.
In Holborn, was it?
Yes, it's the Holborn, and it had all these. And I had seen something very, very similar when I was a child.
Yes.
They had these wonderful adverts for things like X-ray specs on Marvel comics. And when I was in hospital as a child, I'd seen these Marvel comics, and I wanted to put in as many of these things. And,
as you could.
And that was one of my early Matchbox toys of a bubble car. And this was your miniature. Your wonderful miniature. That's
right. It kept your wrist dry.
Yes,
it
kept your watch
dry.
It's for somebody who's got a wonderfully expensive wristwatch collection.
Yeah.
So on to the next one. Oh, now this is a similar style. This one I imagined you being chased by a giant robot. And again, with the umbrella.
Yes.
And again, a sort of 1950s style. There, that was an easy animation in After Effects. And moving on, this one I came and photographed you. Yes, and I used the photographs, and I did it as a sort of an ink drawing, animating on.
2018 now.
Yeah, and that's when you were wearing a collection of your wonderful specs, and again, it's got the catalogue illustrations in, which I love. And the next one is you. I imagined you driving. Well, this one is the water from the Nile reference.
Oh yes, that's right.
Because that became a viral moment for you, didn't it? When you kept saying the water from the Nile, and it was the
magic trick I was showing. That's right.
Yes. And then it's also got a couple of references for the Freemasons in the audience. There's one of those eyes coming up. There we are.
Oh, yes, yes.
And I imagined that you had I slightly customised your Morris Minor with bigger lights and things like that. And then again, it's your googly eye spectacles. And then this became a mug, didn't it?
Yes, that's right. Oh boy, it takes me back.
Right, on to the next one, Tim. Now, what year are we here? Oh, this is animating. This was animated photographs. Boy, this this started out as a good idea and then very soon turned into a bit of a headache. This was these illustrations were by a girl called Mary at the University West of England. I was doing some lecturing there. Yeah. And I saw her illustrations, and these are all photographs that I cut out and animated them frame by frame. Oh, and I didn't really give myself enough time.
Well, a labour of love, though.
Yeah, it was a real labour of love. And then, what year was this? It should have the copyright sign on. This was filmed in a basement of a production company in Bath. Oh. And I can't see the date. But anyway, upwards and onwards to the next one. Oh, this was done by a Malaysian illustrator from University West of England again. Yeah. And
2000 and something.
Yes, his name was Jin Ribbit. Huh. There we go. That's that one. So I animated that one for you. Oh, and this one is your psychedelic experience of your popping penguins.
Oh, that was splendid.
Yeah.
It's a very clever Japanese toy, that. It's just done entirely with paper. Wonderful.
And then you became chased by the...
That's right. We did it on the lawn outside.
Yeah, we filmed it outside in about 500-degree heat, I seem to remember.
Beware. Yep.
Kamikara.
That's splendid. That's the kit.
Right, and the next one...
Yes, it works. It's very reliable. It's a Japanese thing so well.
Now, this was a Romanian girl at University of West of England.
Yeah.
Who, I've forgotten her name, unfortunately. And I was using something called Puppet Tool in After Effects to animate you. Yeah. Anyway, you've got green eyes in this one. And you're obviously very cold and very wet. There we go. So wonderful. The next one...
2022, that's very recent.
Very recent. Now this one is another University West of England extravaganza. Again, the students, I found this chap who'd made this wonderful three-dimensional boat, and then I got a number of different students to do the characters and toys. Gosh. And I love the strange monster on the UFO, which is going to visit us with Free Eye Atlas in a moment. So that'll date this bit of video. Is
every one of the scenes made by a whole army of
Yes,
students?
It was a whole lot. I think there are about 4 illustrators.
Wow.
And me animating it all together.
Yeah.
And doing the lightning and stuff. Huh. And this one is generated partially by a friend of mine who unfortunately passed away, called Adam Vreeland. So this one is dedicated to him, and he did the 3D. And I wanted to do this. The audience got very upset with the soundtrack because it was very loud, apparently, because I did some of the sound effects, and I sampled some of the sound from. There's a great horror science fiction film called Alien.
Yeah.
Tim.
Yeah.
And it's the sound of the mother computer in that one. And this was last year, and this is with the wonderful illustrator Shika Thibault, who is with us today, hiding under the table. And that is yet another cabinet of curiosities, but it's got the location here is the Bristol Suspension Bridge.
Oh yeah, Clifton, yes.
And we are hidden in here. So there's my cat. He makes an appearance in a few of these.
Yeah.
And now we're going to go on to a sneak peek
What's to come?
To come, it's 2026, and you make an appearance again. I hope you approve of your depiction, Tim.
Yes, because I haven't been consulted before. No.
You haven't been consulted, no. Okay, well, get your lawyers ready for an expensive lawsuit. Here we go.
Okay.
Here's the next one.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's very nice. Oh, Alice in Wonderland, falling down the well.
There we are. So that's the new one. And there's up there, you might recognise that building. That is the HQ of Grand Illusions.
Gosh.
Which is in the corner there when it comes around again. There. So you've been transported down through the portal into the studio.
Yeah.
Ready to review more toys and wonderful things.
And, that's beautiful.
So...
And what's the timing for these? How long does it take from first concept to fit completion?
This one, sometimes Hendrik has suggested something like this one, let's have toys in a box. Or right at the beginning, Tim, there was the Cabinet of Curiosities, and I used to love watching Lucinda Lambton, she was married to Peregrine Walthenstone, and she was a architectural specialist, and she did this documentary series called The Cabinet of Curiosities, and that's where I'd first seen that concept, and I just thought it worked obviously so well, and obviously your website at the moment very much has that, with lots of wonderful things in it. And
so you promised yourself to exploit it?
I have exploited it ever since. But one of the most extraordinary things, and I'm not sure that the title sequence is there, it might be, is one of the mistakes, and people spot mistakes, and people spot things in your title sequence. Can we stop it running for a moment? Can we turn this off? Otherwise it's gonna... Yeah, so your audience is... impolitely, I'd call them rabid, and politely, I'd call them super fans. And they sometimes
Very
don't.
extreme, that, isn't
yes.
it?
They sometimes like my changes, and sometimes like what I create, and sometimes get very miffed and say, "We liked the one before." I'm always slightly nervous come January the 2nd. So this is a sneak peek.
Okay.
So they will get all the vitriol or the excitement
and to warm them, look out for it. Be ready, poised with pencils.
Exactly.
So does Henry keep you well informed as to the feedback from
and I watch and I look at the YouTube comments.
Oh, yes.
I'm a sucker for punishment. I look at the YouTube comments. But I think every year, what as a graphic designer, you're very often, people's got to pay your bills. And you can have very tough clients. And what's lovely about working on Grand Illusions is you're the best clients in the world, because you're a subject that I love. I love doing the titles every year, and it's always a joy when I see you come on after my titles are over, and there you are looking at some wonderful toys.
Ticks all the boxes, then.
It does.
Yeah. Long may it last.
Yeah.